Hi everyone, I'm Varian from Clappia, here to share some insight at what it's like to work in Clappia. I've asked a colleague of mine to join me today online so we can hear her thoughts on her time at Clappia.
So here I have Ishika with me, and she was working with us in Clappia. So I'm going to ask her a bunch of questions, and here we go. So Ishika, what was your role in Clappia, and how long were you working?
So my role at Clappia was working as a full stack developer intern,
Mhm.
and I have worked for around 2.5 months here.
Okay, so 2.5 months. And before that, were you working anywhere else?
Yeah, I was working as an SD intern.
Okay, and how long were you working there for?
There I worked for 9 months.
Okay, nice. So before joining Clappia, did you have any kind of expectations? Like, were you maybe scared, or did you think, it's in an IT company, it'll be a little hectic? People have that perception in their mind.
Yeah, so I had the perception that I will be overloaded with work. As we know that work at startup is way too much, people tell, and I had worked before, so there the hours were flexible. So I thought maybe here I won't have as flexible hours to
Okay.
work, but it turned out to be really great. Actually, I was not overloaded. I was given just the right amount of work which I needed to learn and grow. And I was mentored really nicely.
Oh, that's nice to hear. So if that was
Yeah.
what turned out to be one of a good surprise, what was your biggest surprise?
I am a sporty person, kind of, and I need some sort of sports during my leisure time so that I can concentrate on my work again. And I didn't expect that we would have outings, team outings, and games of table tennis and badminton, Clappia. But yeah, I got to play with my colleagues, so that was really surprising for me.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really seem like it, but once they start playing, they're just so into it. So when you were in Clappia, like during office hours, so what was your day-to-day work looking like?
Okay. I used to reach office by 10 or 10:30 a.m. And for 2 to 2.5 hours, I used to complete all my pending work. Like when we develop, there are code reviews as well. So we have to work on that again. So I used to update my work and push all the code again. Then we used to have a meeting at around 12:30 where the team used to discuss all the features, any new feature that anyone could suggest. That used to be really a healthy discussion. And I was new, so I was not able to understand everything. But eventually, I was able to understand what people were discussing. And I was also able to contribute a bit. After that, I used to work on the tasks which were assigned to me. Then I used to go out for lunch. Office is in a very nice area where there are many different restaurants to try out different food. So, and
Okay.
I'm a bit of a foodie myself. So
I see.
I used to go out and try different sorts of food. After that, I used to come, then work till 5 or 6. That's it.
Okay. You're right about the food part. It's like so convenient.
Exactly.
So apart from your day-to-day work in office, we also had work from home. So how did you find that?
I didn't work from home much because I felt that when I used to work from office, my I used to be really productive because whenever I used to get stuck, I had all my seniors around me. So I was like, "Sir, can you please help me out with this
That's
thing?"
true. Correct.
So that was not an issue. When I used to work from home, again, there was not any issue. We used to connect on Google Meet whenever I used to get stuck. And I don't think I can say much about it because I definitely felt working from office was much
Yeah,
100 times.
that's true. You actually get more productive in office, and when everyone's around,
Yeah,
it just works well.
actually, and you also get to communicate and
True.
just talk around with people, random things as well, apart from the work.
Yeah. Now that we've covered your day-to-day life in office, work from home, so were there any challenges that you faced during your time in Clapia, and how did you overcome them, if you had any?
Before joining Clappia, my experience was completely on back-end part of software development. Here, I had to do full stack development. So I was not sure how to work on the front end part. So initially, I was given 4 to 5 basic front end tasks so that I could understand the code and how everything is working in the Clappia software. And after that, I worked on backend for about a month. But then I was given a feature where I had to work on the front end, on the back end, like the complete feature,
Okay.
the full stack work. So that was really challenging for me because I was not able to understand how to begin the thing.
Yeah.
So for that, I took help of my peers. We first discussed on the front end part, and they told me to completely focus on one thing, then focus on the back end part, and then try to connect the both. So they helped me step by step. The best part, I think, at Clappia is that whenever I used to go ask any doubt, they just didn't tell me how to fix the issue, the bug, or they didn't used to tell me the code exactly. They used to instead they used to tell me what the concept is, why that code has been added. Like they used to help me understand everything from the basic, and then they used to tell me, now what do you think we should do. And apart from that, they also used to tell me where I could find the solution, where I can understand the concept. So that's how I was able to solve the challenge, and I was able to complete the feature and develop it by my own.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
So now that
Yeah.
you faced all these challenges, did you find anything like it seemed like whatever in guidance that they gave you actually proved to help you? So apart from that, did you
Yeah.
find anything that helped you out even more that actually proved very beneficial in your time in Clappia, or like you can take it with you in your career?
Yeah, there is definitely the thing that there are open source contributions that us developers can do. So the real challenge with us is that when we want to do open source contributions, the code base is very large, and trying to navigate it and understand the thing and then making a PR by giving a solution, that is a really challenging task.
Okay.
Uh, Being at Clappia, I was able to understand how to navigate through the code, how to understand it, then make my contribution. So I'm pretty sure now that if I have to make any open source contribution of any other company, I can do it, definitely do it. Otherwise, I used to just back off. No, I can't. I'm not able to understand the code.
Yeah, well, people grow, and you always learn something on the way. So, what changes would you like to see in Clappia? It could be anything again. It could be the team, it could be the guidance given, maybe the features provided in the Clappia platform itself. So, anything, or maybe more outings.
Yeah, I can say about more outings. As I said, I am a person who likes to play a lot along with my work. So there were team outings. And one thing, I think people at Clavier need to replace their coffee machine. I used to really get pissed off by the coffee it makes.
I second that because sometimes coffee machines also do give out hot chocolate, and since I'm not a coffee person, I would really love to see hot chocolate included.
Yeah, because like we developers are always caffeinated. So I need good caffeine to work.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you need to use your brains, you need to stay
Yeah.
alive. So, is there anything else you would like to share during your time in Clapia, or maybe just any information about it? Anything you'd like to share?
Mm,
To people who might be watching this, what would you like to tell them, or what would you like to share about Clapia?
so, okay, I would like to say that if anyone is trying to work for Clappia, then worry. If you're ever stuck, there are people to help out. You'll learn. You'll be growing exponentially, that's for sure. And there are a lot of places to visit around the office area as well. And you will never find yourself bored.
So, apart from those seeking
Yeah.
employment, is there like maybe generally people who just want to know about, how Clapia is?
I definitely think like since I have worked in and Clappia both, so is a multinational company. It's a very big company. Clappia is a startup. In Clappia, I was able to understand and relate everything uh, to the concepts I was taught in college. And this was not similar in the other companies. I was not able to grasp the exact concept that being used in the code. And also, I had worked on different technologies apart from that was taught in my college. So all those things were put into use. I was also passionate about writing blogs. So through Clappia, I was also able to write a blog on DynamoDB streams that was purely based on what I had worked on. So that was really helpful because once I worked on those things, like later when I wrote a blog about it, I was able to understand it in more depth. And obviously, I like writing as well.
Thank you so much, Ishika,
Yeah.
for joining me and helping us to understand how you felt about Clappia and what you learned about it. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.